What is up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. I am Melissa.
And I'm Justin. Welcome back to Chilling with the Crockett's. And today we're going to be doing not the pop the balloon reaction, but it is a reaction to a catch-up. Okay? A catch-up to one of the episodes we already reacted to. This is a catch-up to one of the couples.
Catch the balloon.
No. No. It's to catch up with Cliff and Ro. All right. Let's see if we can remember them. I think they're from episode 28, but we'll see. But anyway, before this video gets started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more from the channel because we love y'all. Crockett family.
I was gonna say we're cool.
Because we're cool. We're cool too. Sure. All right. Let's get into it, everybody. Y'all ready? Because we're ready. Let's do it. And do it. Then we're going to be over here to start with, but I don't know where it's going to be. But here we go. Hang on. All right.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette and we are here today with Cliff and Ro. Welcome y'all. How are you feeling?
How you doing? How you doing, Arlette?
I'm good. Thank you. So we had you both on episode 28 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you guys ended up matching. Well then, is it going to be a yes for you for her? Yes. And is it a yes for you for him? Yes. We got it!
The one where the sound wave went out on them. The max went out. Okay. It's pretty recent. This is a quick catch up. Let's see what they got going on.
On that episode, you know, that was kind of like the guys got brought back. It was your second chance at finding someone. Cliff, how was it for you this second time around?
Second time around, it was a little crazy.
Okay.
I was still was getting popped, but I managed to get a match. You know,
right.
Third time the charm. You know, like everyone was saying. So it felt good to actually get a match, but you know. So yeah, from the previous, 23. So it was pretty good. I felt good about it.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I know a lot of people were like, "Man, Cliff went up there twice and he got popped last minute, and then finally third time, Ro came in and was like, yes." So everybody was super happy for you.
Yeah.
Ro,
she moving like, why she? Man, she moving too much for me. She gotta.
Maybe she nervous.
She need a cigarette or something. Like she just, like, girl, what's going on? What she done did?
Not you just focusing on her?
I wasn't. I was focusing on him too, but she was moving. Don't come for me, unless you want to be come for. I literally was watching all of them. Thank you. It's my job. It's a reaction.
how was it for?
This is literally his second chance at finding love. He was literally on the show before. Boom.
For you, how has it been since you've been on the show? All of that.
I mean, it's been okay. I mean, I'm honestly just focused on myself. Not sounding selfish, but yeah, I'm just trying to get like my career on path, like where I want to be.
Good, yeah. And then, good point. Like, let us know a little bit about yourself. I know on the show you mentioned you were going back to school and things like that. Tell us a little more.
So I'm back in school. I graduated this year with my associates, but I just got accepted literally like after filming. 2 weeks later, I got accepted into the nursing program. So I'm so excited. This week, I know, thank you. This week was just like orientation. It was just a lot of information, like a lot. Like my mind is really fried, so I'm really not even here. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. Well, then let's go ahead and jump right in then so we can get over.
He not found that amusing. He like, whatever.
To the juicy topic at hand, which is, since you guys ended up matching, have you guys gone on a date?
I feel like the day after was like a date, I guess.
Okay.
You feel like the date actor was a date? You feel like it was, or was it like
the date actor?
Like, was it a date or wasn't a date? Like, you know when a date's a date, right? Am I getting that crazy? Mm-hmm. Okay, let me just let her talk.
So after filming, you guys went out?
Yeah, for brunch.
Oh, okay. So how was that planned? How would everything go? Let me know.
I mean, if he wants to talk, he can.
Okay, go ahead, Cliff.
What you got, bro?
So I mean, basically, she had a flight to catch that next morning, and I decided, she was close near to the airport, so it was a little breakfast brunch like Snooze Eatery. So I decided we can.
I like Snooze.
Yeah, so I decided let's just go there for brunch and catch up and try to get to know each other and talk a little bit. So I decided to take her to Snooze, so we went to Snooze for brunch that morning.
Okay, how'd that go? How was it for you, Cliff?
I'm not getting a good vibe from them at all. Mm-hmm. I'm like they seem very stoic. They're not like when you're happy to see somebody. They not like that, y'all. Like it's like. I don't think this went good. Cause look at them. They don't seem happy at all. Arlette is the happiest out of either one. I know it's her show and all, and whatnot. She got to be okay, of course. But like them two not giving us nothing. I can already tell y'all this probably did not go like we all was thinking it might. I don't know what I'm trying. Anyway.
It went well. I feel like it went well. We had good conversation. We had mimosas, drinks. We got to feel our energy a little bit more. So I feel like the vibe was pretty smooth for me. That was the first time us one-on-one. So it was pretty cool for me though, for the most part.
Okay, how was it for you, Ro?
It was okay. I mean, I enjoyed myself. I mean, it was a few things that I was noticing during the brunch, but overall it was okay.
Okay. Like what? What were you noticing?
I mean, I already addressed it to Cliff. Like, I feel like
noticing what?
It was just like some topics that were being brought up a lot, and it was kind of like why were we discussing it? If that makes sense.
Like.
Okay, Cliff, did you want to touch on that?
Basically, the topic that she saying that I brought up was she asked me a question about from the show who was what the females that popped me, and I explained to her one of the contestants that one of the females that popped me, but I guess she said I brought that up multiple times when we were out or when we was there, but I don't feel
like you brought up the other contestant or you brought up being popped.
Well, I told her about who the female was that popped me, and I guess she felt like I brought it up so many times, but I mean she asked me the question, I explained it to her, so. But she said I brought it up multiple times. I don't really recall bringing it up that many times, but I guess in her mind she said I brought it up multiple times, so I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe to her it felt like a lot. And maybe he brought it up maybe once or twice or maybe 3 times. But maybe to her it just felt like a whole lot. Perhaps. Or maybe maybe homegirl's a little insecure at the same time. Who knows? Maybe she's a little insecure, but I'm not sure. But who knows? But yeah, so far it's kind of sounding a little stupid.
Yeah,
I think she just probably homegirl a little insecure, probably. Okay.
I don't remember asking you about it because I know that you had discussed it like prior that night, like when we were in the car, and she wasn't the only one that popped on you. You have to remember that. But I feel like she was being brought up more just because y'all had common interest. So I feel like maybe your mindset was somewhere else.
You wanted her instead of you? So you insecure.
Okay, so you feel like... Oh, sorry, Cliff, go ahead.
I mean, we was eating that night when we went out. She asked me the question, like, who was because she was curious, like, who was the ones that popped, and I explained who the ones was, but it was one that I did explain that I did have a little more similar interest with, which I can't deny and lie about that. But yeah, I mean, that was the truth, but fact. But I don't feel like I brought it up constantly, but I did explain to her who it was. So, I mean, and I just left it at that. But, I mean, I feel she felt like I said it more than multiple times. So,
I wonder who it was.
You wonder who it was?
Yeah.
He said the girl that popped.
They had a whole bunch of similarities.
Yeah, he said they had a bunch of similarities and stuff like that. I'm sure we can go back and figure it out, but
I guess we can, but
I'm not sure who it could be. If y'all know in the comments or remember, put it in the comments of who the girl is. I don't know if he's talking about from the previous episode he was in or the episode that they matched on. I'm not sure because he was on another episode of Pop the Balloon. I don't think we got to that one yet. We didn't get to.
I think it's just based on this one.
But I think it's just on 28. Hopefully, episode 28. But yeah, I don't know. That's fine.
That's what it is on that.
So, Ro, you feel like that other contestant was more his type? Is that what, is that the vibe that you were getting? Or
I can't say type. Like he said, like more, they had just more in common.
Okay.
And like, even like Cliff, when we were like at brunch, I even said like, why do you keep talking about it? And then you're like, oh no, I don't know what you said after that. But I know me saying that, okay, why are we still talking about it? Like, it just was like, kept going.
That's the part where I'm confused at, because at brunch I don't really feel like I brought her name up. I brought her name up that night, and that was pretty much it. Like brunch, I feel like we was talking about everything else besides that. So I don't really see myself saying that constantly. But I mean, if she feel like that, I said it multiple times. We just gonna leave it at that. She feel like I said it multiple times. So
you guys went out the night before the brunch as well, or
yeah, we went out that night too.
I think, like I said before, I think it just, maybe he didn't bring it up that many times as Homegirl's thinking. I'm thinking Homegirl feels like because of her insecurities and maybe she's feeling some type of way about it. It feels like he brought her up a whole lot. Because, don't nobody, if you're going on a date with somebody, don't nobody want to hear you talk about nobody else. Okay.
For real, though.
Simple as that. And it's going to feel like an eternity when you do bring up that other person. It's going to feel like you're bringing up that person a whole lot because they can tell when you're talking about that person. But it's just going to feel like a lot to them just because, of how they feel. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Where'd you guys go that night?
I think it was Yard House.
Okay, and it was just
but
you
everybody
two, or
was there before we got there because he took me to go change. So I wanted to be in something a little bit more comfortable. So he took me to my Airbnb to go change, and then that's when we met everybody at Yard House.
You keep the bond.
Okay, so this one was more, Yard House is more like a group setting. Everyone else in the show.
Right.
Okay,
it wasn't all the matches, but it was just like a few of us.
Got it. Okay, and then brunch the next day was just the two of you guys.
Right.
Okay. So then after brunch, what happened? Obviously, I know you had to go catch a flight.
Yeah.
He took me to just to the catch my flight. Yeah.
Okay.
Airport?
And how has the communication and everything been since then?
There has not been a communication.
Oh, okay. So after brunch, you guys determined.
I mean, after, yes. Like when I got here, like back to Texas, yes. But like we like talked about some stuff, and I think like we wasn't on the same page, and maybe like he felt like a certain way, and then I honestly don't want to bring up this issue because
bring it up.
I don't know if I can discuss it, but like, what was going on in this chat, and it just was like a lot that was going on. So
bring it up. What is it?
What
kind of
like
on?
Right, we curious.
I guess like
us and Arlette want to know what is going on. Because right now y'all giving us nothing. Y'all just giving us, she's giving insecure and he's giving maybe
the vibes I'm getting from it.
Maybe he didn't want to choose her. Yeah, he don't care, of course not. Maybe he didn't want to choose her, and okay, whatever.
Maybe he did care, but then maybe like once he was getting to know her a little bit, he became like,
uninterested. Maybe that situation that just happened that she was discussing of her being insecure, kind of turned him off a little bit. That's probably what I'm getting. Maybe he got turned off by her being insecure and like worrying about him talking about some other chick or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
Like he's trying to get to know you. Then I guess the whole conversation got. They never communicated after that. After brunch, after he dropped her off at the airport. Let's find out why.
I remember asking Cliff, like, what's your like normal or usual type that you go for? I mean, he told me. And then, he asked me, and, I told him, there's a particular like nationality that I do talk to just because it's like what I'm used to. But I think he kind of took it as like I didn't want to get to know him.
We got the same look on our face, Arlette. Literally, it's like, okay.
Like I honestly like wanted to step out of my comfort zone, and I really was interested. Like I really told him that I'm open and that I don't want to ever miss out on a blessing ever. So I don't want to say like this person is my person because he's this color or this nationality or this ethnicity. And if that makes sense. Okay. So I did say that, but I don't know if something else like made him not like. Okay. Want to communicate, because then even like we had a discussion like one night when we talked on the phone, and then you're like, oh, I'll text you in the morning, and then I didn't hear anything else from you.
Okay, and now so Cliff, she's kind of saying you guys had a discussion. You said you were gonna call her the next day or whatever it was, and she didn't hear back from you. What would you say led to that?
Well, one thing, it was a lot of stuff going on in my head that was brought up to my attention too. I kind of didn't want to share it at that moment, but another thing that was brought up to me was Rose had a 53-year-old Nigerian man taking care of her. So this
she had a sugar daddy. She had a sugar daddy.
A 53-year-old Nigerian.
Hunger had a sugar daddy, and she up on Pop the Balloon.
Did I say it wrong? 53 Nigerian?
Yeah, that's what they said. 53 Nigerian.
I said it backwards. I said 53 old Nigerian.
Let's rewind that. I think maybe we heard that wrong.
Rose had a 53-year-old Nigerian man taking care of her. So this that was brought up to my attention as well from a few people that she was on the show with as well. So. And then just with her, when she explained the whole, like, she haven't really experienced African-American man. And she
wait, I didn't say that.
She said she
I didn't say that because my mom is from Louisiana. I grew up with my mom. Like,
but you said you have, she basically said she haven't dealt with African-American man.
I didn't say I've never dealt.
You said it's
I've never said I've never dealt. Please don't put words in my mouth.
Bro, you said
because I consider myself Black American, even though my dad was Nigerian. I consider myself Black American. I've dated so many Black American men, but I'm saying the older I got, I just started like dating like Nigerian men, and I just feel like a comfort like
with the Nigerian.
So I'm just telling you, I haven't dated any Black American men in a while. That's all I was saying.
She want that money, honey. She want that sugar daddy. She just want her sugar daddy. She wants somebody to pay for her everything. And that's what that sugar daddy is. Now, if she giving the sugar daddy sugar, I mean, she ain't getting this stuff for free now. Let's just be honest. You got a sugar daddy. You got to give the sugar daddy some sugar. I mean,
there are some sugar daddies that just want to talk to you.
Yeah, but he 53 Nigerian. Oh, homeboy. Yeah, he wants some sugar.
I want a sugar daddy.
Okay.
But that don't.
That's what I'm explaining. I'm explaining. So
no, but you said that I have never.
I said you haven't dealt with. You told me that you haven't dealt with African American men in a while. So
you didn't say in a while.
You didn't even let me finish. Can I finish?
Okay, let's let him finish. Go ahead, Cliff.
Please.
Okay. Basically, she said she haven't dealt with African American men in a while because of her past experience. Don't get me wrong. She's like she have dealt with Nigerian men as well. But she had some past experience with them as well. So I was like, okay, cool. But it was just giving me that, if she haven't dealt with an African-American man, it just felt like, I think she was more towards, like, Nigerian might be more towards her preference. And then just to piggyback off that.
But you can't make that decision for me. If I said I was open to get to know you.
You were open and optimistic. But then again, a few of the girls on the show, from her episode, brought it up to my attention that she was talking to a whole Nigerian man that's 53 years old. So I was just shocked about it because I'm like,
it's true. Don't be looking like that, homegirl. It's true. It's true. She trying to act like. Why is she trying to act like? Act like she acting. I just. Lord Jesus. Let me give her. I gotta give her another one. Shaking my head. She killing me right now. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and talk, brother. We got this.
Then she was, the girls was shocked about it because they're like, why is she even on the show?
Mm-hmm.
And then,
wait. So you saying the girls in the group said that I was talking to this guy now?
You explained it to them.
No, I was not talking. I'm not talking to this guy now. Like this was like earlier part of this year.
So he ain't giving money still. He's not your sugar daddy right now. She said it was early in the year.
Whatever.
No.
So Ro, just to confirm, when you came on the show, are you single?
Yes. Like I wouldn't.
Yeah, she's single with a sugar daddy. Come on now. Dun, dun, dun. Single with a whole sugar daddy. Get out of here.
For them to say that this guy was taking care of me, yes, this guy was taking care of me, but this was like way like earlier part of this year. So that had nothing to do with me. Like I literally came on the show with great intentions on finding somebody. So I don't like that you took what somebody else said instead of like getting it from me, because you never even asked that from me. I don't feel like that's right.
I just feel like because you explained it on the show to the girls and everything, and they brought it up to me.
But you keep saying to the girls, but you never you never addressed me.
So you guys never had a conversation about this.
Exactly. We never had a discussion about it. So you are going by.
I felt like I didn't want to bring that up. I didn't want to bring that because
that means that you wasn't really interested.
No, it wasn't that.
Interested in getting to know me then.
It wasn't that. It just showed me that she was bragging about it like to the girls on the show.
I wasn't bragging.
Yeah. How they know then?
How can you go by?
That was just
I don't get it. How can you go by he say, she say? I would never do that to you, because even in the group chat, I heard some stuff you were saying, but I never said, oh, I'm not going to talk to Cliff because I'm hearing this. Like, I'm 33 years old. I wouldn't go back and be like, oh, I'm not going to talk to him because I heard this. I'm an adult.
So, Ro, all the girls are in a group chat together from the episode? Is that where this information is coming from?
Right. So the girls have a group chat that we made a group chat because we wanted to go out after the show and like hang out. I mean,
were you not in it?
That's what the group chat was morely about. Mm-hmm. And so it just turned to something else. And I'm not trying to put the other girls out there because I love, I got to know everybody.
Turn to something else. Yeah, turning you into you bragging about your sugar daddy, like he was saying. How they know about your sugar daddy then? Clearly you told them, and they told homeboy. That's what I'm getting from all this. And why would they lie? If you were telling them about the sugar, you're probably like, oh yeah, I got a 53 Nigerian man, and he my sugar daddy, y'all. That's probably what she did. Yeah, he probably did.
But I don't know what girls he's pertaining to, because I honestly was not in the back bragging about some 50-year-old man taking care of me, because that's not what it is. And I wish you would have addressed me like personally, and I would have told you, no, that was like way back then. I mean,
it wasn't way back then. It was earlier this year, according to you. That's not way back then. Sorry to bust your bubble. It's not way back then. Girl, it was literally earlier this year. I don't know how early, because she ain't giving us no month or nothing. I bet you it wasn't even 2 months ago. Her earlier this year probably was like 2 months. I bet you. Like, probably still taking care of her. Get out of here.
That's how communication starts. And I told you on the show, communication is a real big issue for me. That's my love language. If you can't communicate with me and you're going by like what the streets are saying, like you would never have a real relationship. And that's just
it wasn't about
the
streets,
honesty.
and it was multiple people that was bringing.
I'm just saying like like outside people.
But it's multiple people bringing up the same situation.
But you're still saying multiple people instead of addressing it from the person that it happened to. Okay. So now Cliff, it feels like I'm sorry. Like, now it feels like you're trying to make me look bad on this show. Like, oh, she had this man taking care of her while she came on the show. I haven't seen that man in months. Like, literally, months.
So, Cliff, did you ever like once think like, okay, you know what? I'm hearing this. Let me go ahead and speak with her and get more clarification.
No, I didn't really want to. I didn't want to bring it to her attention because I just feel like we'll be in a debate like how it is right now. Just constantly like, it was just go back.
Look at her face. She was like, she being too defensive for me.
It's not a debate. I'm defending myself. Us going
back and forth, and like
I'm defending myself.
It was just like she bringing it up like it was past years or something when it was probably could have been recently. So I just didn't.
It wasn't recent though.
So I don't really know what it was. So I didn't really.
It is recent. Like I just said, it was only a couple months ago. That's
maybe she
fairly recent.
Maybe her sugar daddy's still paying for the thing. That's why she's getting so defensive.
That's what literally. Come on now, we gonna let y'all talk. We gonna let them talk now.
Because ain't no way that you're gonna get so defensive if it's not true. If it's not true, to be like, yeah, it's not true, but why are you getting so defensive? Because it's still true.
Because it's true, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We want to necessarily talk about it like at that point because I feel like she would have just probably said like, oh, it was in the past or some years ago.
Because that's true. Like I'm gonna defend myself. If it's true, I would tell you. If it's not true, I would tell you it's not true.
So is it true?
I'm gonna defend myself.
Did she say whether it was true or not?
She said that.
I think she said it was true. But it was only a couple months ago.
But then once she got on.
Go ahead.
Once she got on the show, she said that he was no longer paying for her anymore.
She said it was at the beginning of the year, towards the beginning of the year that stopped.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how was it brought up to you, Cliff? Like you reached out to the other girls, or they reached out to you? Like how?
Yeah, actually, it was one that she was actually cool with, but yeah, she reached out to me and told me, and she was like she can't believe that she told her that because she literally explained it to her. Mm-hmm. And then this was actually one of the girls that actually popped on me that told me it personally. So, and she told me that she was bragging about it and she thought about it like, why is you even on the show if you announce it?
And I honestly feel like I already know who you're talking about. And that's probably the main person that was causing all the mess. But I'm not going to say anything.
I mean, but like I said.
I wish, but honestly, at the end of the day, you're my match. I'm your match. You talking to her about me is not okay.
It was brought to my attention. I didn't say nothing. I didn't even know anything. It was brought to my attention.
I know, but when you heard that, you should have been like, "Ro, like, is this true?" And I would have been like, "No, Cliff, that's not true." Like she might have.
You saying no, it's not true, but you just said it was true. Did he stop at the beginning of the? Which one is it? Get your lie together. Anyway, I'm with her on the fact that he should have asked her if somebody said something about this, he should have been like, hey, yo, Ro, what's going on? Like she was just saying, yeah, he should have asked her. Like, is this true? You still dealing with this dude or not? Like, she might not have told the truth. She might have been lying to him like she is now. But hey, it's said and over and done with now. He should have asked, but he didn't. But she has been a little defensive. Like, girl, we know you're lying.
I misheard something or misread something because I keep all my receipts. Like, I have messages too. So I wish you would have addressed me first and been like, Ro, she said this. Is this true? I know would have told you. I have nothing to hide. Okay. Promise you.
All right.
So, Cliff, you got this information, and then right after you got that was it? You never spoke to Ro again?
Yeah, I really did. I just fell back like off Ro. I just couldn't deal with like all that. Just hearing the information and then just with the whole, she kept bringing up like, oh, how I was constantly saying person name and stuff. It was just giving me a lot of like, I was going to pull my dreads out, to be honest with you. Like, I just didn't want to keep conversation where like, it was just,
this guy is making me trying to make me
I just left it alone because I just.
Let him talk, girl. Let him talk. He trying to get his feelings out. Let him talk.
But he's not nothing.
What? Go ahead.
I'm saying, but he's stuttering.
He is. But dang, she's so defensive. Like, calm down, girl.
Just wanted to like kind of move on because it was just, I feel like it would be a lot of going back and forth with me and her. So yeah. Okay. I'm not that kind of person to keep going back and forth and always having to talk and I'm just like a more peace and smooth. But with Ro, it's just like, yeah, it's just constantly have to like go back and forth. So I didn't want to kind of deal with that. So I wanted to keep my peace. So I kind of just left it as it is and just let it die down. Really, to be honest with you.
Okay. So were you interested in her to begin with? Like,
I mean, I was, but with the whole information and stuff, with all the information and stuff that I got, it just kind of like
the information that you got.
It just made me kind of like think twice, and then just from the text message and stuff, because I don't know, I just started thinking a little bit, and then plus when we rode in the car together, she didn't really want to match with me anyway when she explained everything to me. So that was another thing, because I really wasn't truly her match, and she explained that to me in the car. So that was another.
Whoa. In the car. What she say in the car? You got to go deeper into that, homie. Arlette, you better ask what she say in the car. Because I don't know. I want to know what she said in the car. Talking about, not the one I wanted to match with. Whoa. And it deepens. What? How they say it? The story deepens, or the... I don't know.
Yeah, you deserve that.
I told you that, Cliff.
You did tell me that. You did tell me.
I did not. Why are you trying to make me look bad?
I'm really not. So
you are,
like,
but it's fine.
See, that's what,
you know what?
Arlette, that's why I said.
I came on here.
This is why I
came
said
on here.
This why I didn't want to.
Sorry, guys.
One at a time.
Hold on, one person at a time. I can't hear.
Thank you.
I let him talk. I came on here.
You've been talking this whole time, girl. Talking about I let him talk. Barely.
Great intentions. So, not to like make him look bad, just go with the flow, like tell him, my side. But like the stuff that you're saying is kind of crazy, because for you to say that I sat in the car and said that you was not my match, I would never say that. That has not came out my mouth ever. As I watched the show, I was not your match. When I watched the show, I was not your match. You literally was on that show asking the same questions to every lady. And the only question you were asking the lady was about travel. It was nothing about them genuinely, like as a person. It was nothing about them bringing anything to the table. It was nothing about them internally. You were only asking about travel. So to me, like, you were on the show just to find someone to travel with. And honestly, when I watched it, I kind of looked and was like, this guy really wasn't even really that interested in me, because you didn't really ask me any questions. The only person that was really asking me questions was Rob. Like, nobody... You honestly did not show interest in me. Like, you did not. And and I know I didn't tell you was not my match, because I honestly wanted to match with you because you were older. I like that you were calm. Like, I want a man that's calm. I don't want a man that's rowdy, because I'm already like energetic. Like, I chose you because of those characteristics that I seen. You were calm, you were older, you carried yourself more, better. I liked how you were dressed. Like, so you can't say that I chose you. I didn't, like, you were not my initial match, because if that was the case, I would pop my balloon, honestly. At the end of the day, like, that's just it. But honestly, to me, watching the show with my friends and family, it just seemed like you just wanted a match, and it didn't really feel like you wanted something genuine, because your questions were not in a genuine place. It was just like, oh, where have you been? Where have you traveled? That's it. Point blank, period.
Okay. Cliff, anything you want to add to
I mean,
Please.
That was one question I asked, because that's clearly what everybody came out and mostly everybody say. So traveling was one big thing about me. But when we were in the car, she clearly did say that Rob, who was the last person that was down with me, she would have chose Rob, but she wanted to do something different. Rob was more of her preference, but she only chose me because she wanted to do something different. So she wanted to step out of my comfort zone. So that clearly...
Let him talk. You had your moment. Plenty of time to talk. Let him talk.
But I didn't say that you were not my match. I said Rob is someone I would have normally went for, but I chose you.
She just said she didn't say. I'm gonna let her finish before I say something.
I chose you for a reason. So you can't just say that, because just like you were bragging about the other girl, like y'all had a lot of common interests.
She getting defensive again. She's so defensive. Like, girl, did you say it or did you not say it? Like, did you say he wasn't your match? She did say just now that she didn't say that, and it was, I said I matched with you for a reason type things. What she said. Huh. Interesting. I think she lying still.
I'm not doing you that way, but now you're making it seem like I did not want to choose you. I chose you for a reason. If I wanted to choose Rob, I would have, but I didn't. I wanted to step out my comfort zone because I liked your demeanor. Like I said, you were calm, you were cool, collected. Like, I'm just confused on where all this coming from.
So you felt like when she said Rob is what she usually goes for, you're thinking
it wasn't
like,
just, I mean, not even just that. It was just everything though that, just led up to, just where we at like now. So I just didn't want to continue to like deal with like everything that was going on. So
okay, so there was no closure. Like, hey, I don't think this is
exactly.
Not gonna work.
He didn't even give me closure. Like, that's immature. Like, that's are you?
And you're acting mature right now. I'm just okay.
What I said was like, Ro, I heard this about you. Is it true? I would have told you. And then you could have made you could have said, okay, well, I don't want to continue this. And I would have been like, okay, I understand. You didn't even give me that. I would have gave you that. I honestly would have gave you that.
Ro, did you reach out to him when you didn't hear from him?
No, because I felt like there was no need for me to reach out because if he really was...
But you just said you wanted closure. Why didn't you reach out to him too? So that's on you. That's on him. Then it's on you too.
Interested in me, and if he really wanted to know like whatever he heard was true, then he would have reached out to me. I didn't reach out. After he said, oh, I'll text you in the morning, and then I didn't hear back, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
Right. Same.
Oh my
Arlette.
God, that's a lot for only knowing each other. What was that? All in like a week?
That's what I'm saying. That's just too much. It's just too much to deal with. Like,
don't try to make it seem like it's
just too much to deal with within a week, and I'm.
Don't try to make it seem like it's me though. It is you. And then it's him for not telling you that it's over. And then it's you for saying if he was interested, he would have reached out and told me.
But you wanted closure, so you could have reached out to him.
Reached out to him. So that was immaturity on her part, immaturity on his part, just a little bit as well. But let's let them finish, and then we'll give our final verdict on this thing.
I'm just really not trying to do all that. Like,
don't make it seem like it's just me.
I'm just saying.
You have blame in it too.
It's crazy because like even the messages and stuff I show my guys, it's like, wow, like you're going through like dealing with all that, and y'all barely even know
messages that she sent you.
Yeah, it was essays, paragraphs, like books.
Yes, because if I can't talk to you during the day, I'm gonna send you a message and tell you all this that we're talking about because we're getting to know each other.
Yeah.
All this you showing your boys and stuff. See, that's childish. I don't.
It's not childish. It's not childish.
It is childish. Why would you show your boys my messages? That's for you.
It's some like
that's
just to
childish.
show like
I have not showed any of my friends.
You are match, so I showed them like look what I'm going through.
It doesn't matter. I'm your match. I'm not their match.
But it's just like I said.
So I don't show my friends my messages of you.
It was a lot, and I just
you have a lot. You have a lot of growing up to do, but it's.
I don't show my friends my messages of you. Now, girl, why are you lying? Come on now. Let's not lie. But dang, let him talk. Just not let him talk. Like over talking, just yelling. Like y'all not listening to each other. But like I said, let them finish. And we'll wrap this up.
I really don't.
You do.
I really don't.
Because there's no way I'm going to be showing my friends my guys' messages like, oh, yeah, she did this. Like,
no, I was just showing them, like, look what I'm going through.
No, you don't do that. You don't do that.
That's crazy.
You really don't need to
I
do
showed them
that,
the
though.
whole message.
You don't need to.
It don't matter. You don't do that.
Okay. All right,
well,
guys.
that's what you don't do.
And for one,
we're not going to get anywhere, guys.
Man,
I know.
That's why
you should have addressed me.
That's why I left it as it was.
You should have addressed me about everything that you felt about.
What I want to say is she kind of do have a point because why is he going to show his homeboys the messages?
Yep, you can't do that.
Bless you.
Oh, no, I was about to. Okay, I'm good.
Like, she do have a point. He was being kind of childish, like
in that aspect of it. Yeah,
like if you're arguing, why are you going to show your homeboys? That's between you and your girl.
Yeah,
it's not between you, your girl, and your homeboys.
That's true. That is very true. You don't show anybody else outside your relationship. Okay. But man, this whole thing is just a mess.
It wasn't a purpose. Like no, I wasn't about to do that.
Same.
Okay,
and that's fine.
Well, we can see, this
Yeah, it's fine.
Hot mess.
There's a lot.
You have a lot of maturing to do. I'm just gonna let you know that.
Thank you.
You do too.
You're welcome. You are welcome. Because all this he say, she say, baby, I am not in high school. I'm not. If I need to know something, I'm gonna ask the person. Point blank. Period. I'm gonna ask that person.
All right. Well, in other news, for us to go ahead and wrap this up, I know, Ro, you said you're going back to school. Any other projects, anything else you're going to be working on that we could be on the lookout for?
Honestly, just education.
Okay.
Like, continue to, like, of course, like, I want to keep progressing on myself. Because, I took some time off during the summer and kind of, like, reevaluating myself. So now I'm, like, at a better state. So now I can focus more like on my education. So just education. I have 2 more years and then
that's it. Good
I can do what I want to do.
Yeah.
All right. Good for you. Well, good luck with that. I wish you all the best.
What you got, homeboy?
And you're going to come out here, you're going to be Nurse Bae.
Yes. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh my gosh.
And then Cliff, what about for yourself? Anything you're working on? Anything
just continue to work on my construction projects. We got a building that's being built right now. So I'm just pretty much just grinding in construction right now. Continuing to be project manager. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Just focus on the project that I got aligned out right now for me. So
nice. Well, good luck with that as well.
Thank you.
I wish you both many successes. Thank you so much for coming on today. And I hope everything works out in your love life, work life, career, all of
everything.
That stuff.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys for coming on. And thank you everyone at home for tuning in. We'll catch you all next time.
Oh my God. What a hot mess. What a hot mess. Hot mess. Now, I will say both of them showed immaturity. Both of them definitely showed immaturity. She was being very defensive, not letting this man talk. Not even letting Arlette talk at points. They were over talking each other. Now, first of all, you're not going to get anywhere when you're not listening to one another. And the fact that they weren't listening just shows right there this was not going to work out at all. I did feel like maybe she was lying for a couple of things. Maybe, perhaps. I don't know. I wasn't there. I do feel like maybe that sugar daddy is still providing for her, for sure. With crazy work, sugar daddy, Nigerian sugar daddy, crazy work.
Crazy.
But homeboy should have just ended it. He was immature in that aspect of not ending it and giving it closure and saying this is done. I just don't feel nothing with you. You got the sugar daddy, let him provide for you. But yeah, he probably should have asked her about the sugar daddy to be upfront. Maybe she would have been upfront with him, or maybe she would have lied to him. I'm not sure. Guess we'll never know. And then one last thing, he was immature. The guy was in, telling his friends, because you're not supposed to bring anybody on the outside into your relationship problems. And that's what he did. And you're not supposed to do that. No. That's immaturity a little bit right there. But maybe he just wanted advice, but still can't do that. You got to talk to her about it. What do you think, Mel?
Crazy work.
That's all you got to say is crazy work.
Crazy work. Hot mess. Oof. She wasn't letting him talk. He didn't seem interested. Yeah.
Don't be scared to come over here. Just move this part. Anyway. Okay. All right. So, oh my goodness. So let us know what you guys think down in the comments. What do you think about this catch up with Cliff and Ro? It was a hot mess. Let us know if you think it was a hot mess too. All right. Down in the comments. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can keep chilling with the Crockett's. Peace out, y'all.